Somebody should. Somebody should. You know? Somebody should what? I don't know. Neither do you, right? None of us know anything. We don't know fucking anything. But somebody should, though. If somebody knew what needed to be done, that person should probably just do it and know that we all would love you.
As an attorney, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not saying what you should do. Heck, do any of us really know what we're doing in life on any given day? Surely not. So I certainly don't know what you would be doing. Planning meticulously, carefully executing. I would just recommend not panicking. Panic leads to mistakes. Mistakes lead to paperwork. Paperwork leads to me. So I don't know what you should do, but if you do, you should talk to me afterwards. Legally speaking, I cannot tell anyone what they should do. I can tell you what you shouldn't do. But then again, who am I, right? Live your life. Heck, if I knew what people should be doing, I'd charge more. I'm just saying we should talk. Like people, we in society, we should talk more, generally speaking. It feels good to talk. Unless you're talking to certain people. You know, the ones that I'm talking about. Maybe you do. I don't know. But you definitely shouldn't talk to those people before you talk to me. Because people like me talk to people like you after you do what you should do, provided you know what you should do. Because I don't know. So hypothetically, if someone should do something, I do answer my phone. I could hypothetically suddenly become very available, should you need it. But I can't tell you what to do. Spiritually speaking, I understand. Professionally speaking, all I'm saying is if life becomes legally complicated, I specialize in legally complicated situations. But if you wake up one day and you think, today feels like the right day. I should do something today. Maybe save my number. I think you should.
Did y'all catch that? I'm not giving advice. Proceeds to walk you through a full strategy step by step. That right there is the game now, man. Say it, then hide behind the disclaimer. It's like everybody understands the line, but keeps dancing right on top of it. And what's crazy is this isn't even isolated anymore. This tone, this coded language, it keeps popping up in different places. Because once you hear it once, you start noticing it everywhere.
So how many have you punched in your lifetime?
It's kind of a new phenomenon, really. Okay. Nazis walking around in the street, so okay. I'm ready.
Okay. And how would we spot a Nazi walking down the street today? How would we know if someone's a Nazi?
Usually they have a red hat on.
Okay. So Trump supporters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you think that we should be punching them?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you justify violence against Trump supporters?
I don't know.
Well, I'll give you like 10 seconds to think about it because I would love to know.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Do you think that we should be justifying violence against a certain group of people? Do you see his sign?
Black or brown people, you mean?
Well, I don't see, okay. I've never seen a Trump supporter hold a sign that says punch a brown person. I've never seen that.
So are you identifying as a Nazi?
No, I don't identify as a Nazi,
I'm
no.
confused.
Do you identify as a Nazi?
No, I am anti-fascist, actually.
Okay. Well, I am a Trump supporter. And I do have a red hat and I wear it. I actually have a red sparkly jacket that says Trump, MAGA on it. Would you advocate for people to punch me?
Maybe.
That is insane.
Maybe.
You agree with violence against women for their political opinion?
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
Yes,
no,
you did.
You sure did.
Yeah, you did. There it is, man. No code this time. Straight up, just yeah. Then, hey, no, I didn't. Let's switch up, man. That's not confusion. That's instinct. Say how you really feel. Then the second it gets uncomfortable, you just walk it back. But the damage is already done, my friend. Over with. Because now, people heard what you actually believed before the cleanup kicked in. And when the same energy decides to hit the real world, it doesn't stay theoretical.
Some smoke, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'll smoke your ass! I'll smoke your ass! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! You fucking asshole! Go fuck yourself! You're going to what about? Right, you got to me! Right, you got to me!
Would you look at that? Everybody emotional, loud, reactive. And the wild part is, the louder it gets, the weaker it starts to feel. Let me read this caption for y'all real quick. A fearless MAGA man is storming through leftist No King protesters in West Palm Beach, Florida, and he's triggering a lot of them. Florida is Trump country. Paid protesters are always canceled out here. Do you firmly support this? And of course, it has the A and B. A for huge yes or B no. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, if you're right, you don't have to explode every time somebody disagrees with you. That reaction, that's not control. That's pressure leaking. But this next part, this is what stops being internet energy and it starts being real. Everything starts getting real here.
A little over a week ago, I led a team of people all over the country who went undercover at No Kings protests in 31 different states and 47 different cities to collect on-the-ground data about what the left is doing and how explicitly far-left organizations are recruiting and radicalizing more people to the far left. I'm Karlin Borisenko. I'm an analyst and undercover journalist that has been studying the far left in America for the past 5 years, and I did this through my Center for Left-Wing Studies, a nonprofit dedicated to mapping the modern activist left in America to help us understand the size of the problem that we're dealing with. Now, real data analysis, it takes a little bit of time, but I want to show you what we have so far. We are collecting information from the dozens of volunteers that went out on the ground to collect it, to create a list of the organizations and different collectivist groups that showed up at the No Kings protest. Some were official tablers and part of the event. Some just showed up to hand out their literature and were a completely unofficial part of it. But we have all of this stuff documented. We have pictures of their propaganda. We have the copies of the leaflets and the zines and the flyers that they were handing out, and this is giving us a pretty decent list of all the different organizations that were on the ground in the cities that we had volunteers in. And so far as of this recording, we have documented 387 different leftist organizations that were at the No Kings protest talking to people and handing out their propaganda. And then what we did is we applied my Mapping the Modern Left framework, which you can find at decodetheleft.com/map, to ascertain what tier of group these leftist groups are. Are they normie Democrats and liberals that are really relatively benign? Are they progressives that want a lot of free stuff from the government but go right up to the line before abolishing capitalism? Or are they true far left groups like democratic socialists and revolutionary socialists that are doing everything they can to push chaos and destabilization in our world to try to overthrow the capitalist system? Now, the No Kings protest is, of course, a progressive protest, so it should come as no shock to anyone that 60% of the groups who were at the protest were progressive groups. However, you might be surprised to learn that 8% of the groups were democratic socialist type groups like the DSA, the Working Families Party, people trying to get to elected positions to push socialism in this country. But even more shocking than that, 18% of the groups that we saw at the No Kings protest based on this data set were far left revolutionary groups that were only going to the protest to recruit and radicalize more people to the far left. We're still analyzing the data, but we will be publishing it at the Center for Left-Wing Studies, leftwingstudies.com, so stay tuned, follow along, more to come.
This is what really shifted. Now it's not random moments, it's organized. Mapped out, tracked, counted. Hundreds of groups across dozens of cities, all showing up in the same spaces. And whether you agree or not, that's not chaos, that's literal coordination, which explains why everything starts to feel repetitive. Same phrases, same tones, same reactions, like everybody reading from the same teleprompter. But none of that matters if it doesn't connect to reality. And this next clip, man, It's unfortunately reality.
Excuse me. My name's Jennifer Boss. This is my daughter Megan, and I came here to tell you about her. She was my firstborn child. She was my only daughter. And she was a mother, a beloved sister, an aunt, a fiercely loyal friend. Megan had been planning to return to college and start her own business. She was really bubbly and creative, and she always did the craziest things to make somebody laugh when they were starting to feel down. That's who she was. The mischievous sparkle in her eye, you can see it. The love that she generously gave to everybody, and the hope that she had for her future was erased by someone who had no right to be in this country. She went to his house and she never left. He had taken her body and stuffed it in a garbage can, keeping her doused in bleach for 51 days while we searched for her desperately. That's why we fight for her every day. This has been incredibly hard on our family, especially right now. Tomorrow marks 1 year since they found her. A tragedy like mine and the other families that are here, excuse me, could have been prevented, and that knowledge creates an agony for us like no other. For me, it was further compounded when I had to fight bureaucracy and ideological sanctuary policies trying to get him detained to await trial. I made enough noise that I got the attention of this administration, and after 3 months walking free, ICE came and took him into custody. I had no idea what was going to happen at that point, but I was incredibly relieved that he was off the street. And at the time, I didn't know anything about the Voice Office. President Trump has, I'm going to set this down. President Trump has so passionately tried to honor and support angel families. He created the Voice Office in his first term. The Biden administration didn't have any use for it, so they shut it down. And it had just been reopened when I received the call telling me they were here to help us.
Yeah. This is the part that people don't know how to respond to. Because there's no slogan for that. There's no chant. There's no witty rebuttal for that. No clever comeback, right? Just a parent trying to explain something that should have never happened. And once you hear that, man, all the noise before it just does not hit the same. And if you think that was heavy, this next clip is a clip that we've actually seen before. But hearing it again after everything else, it lands differently.
Out now. We're showing up at parking lots, vacant homes, but we're not going to give up to everyone these kids are found. So we just found one 2 days ago, an example, 14-year-old little girl living with 2 adult males who trafficked her, and we found her she's pregnant from trafficking, being forced into prostitution. 14 years old. So we're taking care of her, both physically and mentally. Despite what the media says, we're not heartless. We care about these kids. I'm a father. And the reason I'm so emotional and so hard, headstrong on this issue, because I've dealt with dying children throughout my career. I've held dying children. I've held dead children. I talked to little girls as young as 9 that were raped multiple times by the criminal cartels. I'll never forget it. When you get on your knees to talk to a 9-year-old little girl, everything innocent and pure is ripped from her, and she don't believe in humanity anymore because you had a bunch of animals crawling on her and taking everything pure from her. You'll never forget it. And that shit's happening every day through this trafficking. And we're going to put an end to it. Everything we can do. So 4 years waking up pissed off. I wake up now like a kid in the can.
Yeah. We've covered this one before, but listen to it now. With everything else in mind. It's not a debate clip, man. It's not politics. There's somebody talking about what they've actually seen in real life. from his perspective, man. And it's the kind of thing that doesn't trend the same way Outrage does. But it sticks longer. So now you got to look at the full picture. You got people speaking in coded language, people saying things, then instantly taking them back, crowds overreacting off emotion, organized messaging spreading across cities, and then you've got moments like that. Real ones. And here's the uncomfortable part. Most people aren't choosing sides based on what's real. They're choosing sides based on what feels right to them in the moment. What sounds good. You know, what fits their circle. What won't get them questioned. But reality doesn't care about any of that. It just keeps showing up whether people are ready to deal with it or not. And that gap between those two things, man, that's where everything you're watching right now starts to fall apart. So, if you made it to the end of this video, I want you to put, this doesn't feel right. Now, my son wants to shout himself out real quick. He's been asking me to do this for the last couple of days. Come on.
Shout out to me because I keep giving him back massages with his broken old back. He needs a masseuse right now, so you should.
Hey. What, bro? You just gonna start really gonna take me out like that?
Yes.
They already know I got a bad back. That's the reason why I'm standing up. Y'all be safe. Go check with somebody today. You could be safe. Why you doing me like